Welcome to the Vault.
Edison. Well, first of all, you have this wonderful imagination, where he's mechanical imagination. And you see it as a childhood. In that case, he couldn't learn to read. And he was read to by his mother. And I remember a biographer saying that Edison could not be dyslexic because he read this scientific book as a little boy. It's called, it has a kind of something about natural philosophy. I can't remember the exact title. And first of all, I said, well, let's check this, what this guy is referring to. And at first I found out, I went back to the original source, and it didn't say that he read this book. His mother read to him. It's quite different. And this particular book, I had seen a copy, or rather heard of a copy, that they had kept in the Ford Dearborn Museum. And there's a copy of this science book that Edison so loved that he gave a copy of it to Henry Ford to put in his museum. He said, "This is the book I love." And I said, well, what's in this book? And they said, at the museum, they wouldn't let us open it because it's such a valuable book. So I said, well, let's see what they have at the Library of Congress. So I put in to the computer system, and the book came out. Not only did they have this book, but they had 19 different editions of it, and it was the science textbook for kids in America from about 1810 to 1890 or something like that. And it was just fascinating. You could do a PhD thing just looking at all these different versions. But when you go into the book, you see that it's full of illustrations with a little short caption. It's sort of like National Geographic or something like that, with lots of visual content and a few words. And of course, this is what dyslexics love, particularly those who are oriented toward mechanical devices. And there's a long tradition of this. You can find these things going back into the 1500s and 1400s. I've seen them in the history of the medicine place, library. But anyway, you can see that his love, he had the problems with reading and writing, and of course he also had this additional thing of losing a lot of his hearing when he was young, probably because of an accident or being hit in his ear or something. But you also see a bit of this ADD pattern. And he said one of the advantages of losing a lot of your hearing is you're not distracted by a lot of sounds around you, that you can focus better, which is not unusual among our dyslexics. So many of our dyslexics seem to have an ADHD component, more or less. But anyway, he clearly had the two main things. He had language problems, he had reading problems, that kind of thing, but he had this wonderful inventive imagination that everyone is familiar with. And also the links, I thought they were really, when he went from his phonograph to moving pictures, he made these, it was like an analogy. He says, I'm going to do for moving pictures like I've done with the photograph. And he's, I think in early drawings it was almost like the pictures went around the cylinder. This thinking in analogies is what a lot of sort of visual thinkers do, and lots of dyslexics tend to do this, and certainly Thomas Edison did this as well.
Hi, I'm Harvey Hubble. You're watching Seedling.tv, nourishing mind, body, and planet. Subscribe now. It's good for you.